Hey guys, how's it going? In this video, I want to cover what we're doing in 2025 for cold email outreach. One thing that you don't want to do is send too many follow-up emails. So our main sequences these days just consist of two emails. So we have the initial email, which gets the majority of the responses, and then we have one follow-up, and then that's it. Because the more follow-ups you send, leads to diminishing returns. Like there's less and less chance that someone's going to say yes to you. There's more chance that they're going to mark your email as spam. Whatever you send for the follow-up email, you want to come at it with a different angle, because whatever you said in the first email didn't work because it didn't get a response. And so therefore, sending an email in the follow-up that says something like, hey, just want to see if you saw my last message, and then say exactly the same thing, is probably not going to work, because they're just going to see the exact same message that didn't work for them the last time. Messages that just say, hey, just bumping this to the top of your inbox. Like, okay, well, I didn't reply to your first email, so with your first follow-up, you want to make sure that it uses different angles, different information to try to entice that lead to take a positive action. And so, with that said, this is what we do for a typical video funnel. So we have those first two emails, which you can see on the screen to the left. We normally wait about 3 business days between them, sometimes 5, sometimes longer if our client wants, but usually 3 to 5 days. And so when people receive those emails, they're either going to say, yes, please send me the video, or no, please don't send me the video. Even if the call to action in those first 2 main emails is, do you want to have a chat? Then you would use this exact same workflow. So if there's a positive reply and they're interested, you can move them to a subsequence that's going to send them another invitation for the next step. So if it's a video, follow-up sequence is going to be to send that video to them and provide a link so they can click on it and land on the video page. And then you're going to want to have some follow-ups. So at this point, that lead is interested, and so we typically do 2 follow-ups. You can see where it says interested subsequence here. We have send the video, which happens immediately. Then we have the follow-up. The first follow-up we send 3 days later, and then the second follow-up we send another 3 days later. And those follow-ups are just saying, hey, did you get a chance to see the video? Just wanted to see if you had any questions about it. Let me know if you'd like to have a chat sometime. If they say, I'm not interested, we decide whether to add them to this sequence down here at the bottom or not. So this is a subsequence that says not interested subsequence. And you have to decide based on the tone of their reply whether you want to add them to this subsequence or not. So what I mean is, if they say not interested and it's quite obvious that you're never going to have a chance in hell of working with that person, then you might as well just block them, in my opinion, because you don't want to contact them again. If they receive more emails from you in the future, they're more likely to mark you as spam, and so you might as well just move on. If they send a message that's like, hey, thank you very much for your message, thank you for reaching out, we're not interested at this time, that implies that they are open to potentially working with you in the future. And in that case, what we do in Smart Lead is we create an additional lead category that we call not interested follow up, and we add people to that lead category. And as soon as they get added to that lead category, Smart Lead puts them into a subsequence that sends them an initial reply. That initial reply says, no worries, let us know if anything changes, happy to have a chat whenever you're ready, if it makes sense. What we then do is we wait for 60 days. It can be 90 days, it can be 30 days. I would suggest 60 rather than 30. And then we send a follow-up. So follow-up 1, 60 days later, would say, hey, we connected in the past, just wanted to see if your situation has changed. Let me know if it would make sense to have a chat. And then from there, another 60 days later, or it could be 90 days, whatever you want, we send a second follow-up to say the same thing. So over time, these leads are becoming aware of you. if you have content like I have this YouTube channel, or you have a LinkedIn profile that has great content on it, then some of those leads are going to check you out, become aware of you, learn what it is that you do and what value you can offer to them, and they're going to become more familiar with you, know, like, trust, and all that stuff, and there's a higher chance that they might say, actually, yeah, let's have a chat. So that's why we do this. And another thing I want to point out about Smart Lead in particular is that through AI, it can automatically categorize replies from leads. And so if you set up a subsequence like this one that says interested subsequence, then if a lead replies and AI categorizes their reply as being interested, then it will automatically add them to the subsequence here. So this is great because it saves you a ton of time, and what I'm seeing is just leads are booking calls in my calendar without me needing to do anything. Like, once I've set up a sequence that has this interested subsequence, I don't need to manually chase leads. I mean, I could if I wanted to get more leads booked, but I can sort of set it and forget it with Smart Lead. I hope that you found this useful. If you're interested in having us work with you to help you to generate leads for your business or build custom workflows in Clay for you, then go ahead and schedule a call. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, do so, because I have a ton more content like this coming soon. And thanks a lot and have a great day. Bye.